Shake it up. Shaking up the garbage we feed on. Shaking up our wondrous being. Let's begin to reform. Even if just for a moment, to share the cloying and the suffocating skin. Let's shake it up right now. Let's shake it up right now. Let's shake it up right now. Shake it up. Languishing in false lucidity doesn't benefit the greater cause. Driving blind and clawing wildly, wreaking havoc, banging heads against the wall. Let's shake it up right now. Let's shake it up right now. Let's shake it up right now. Let's shake it up. Shake it up.
Wailing at the hope-struck numb by rules that make no sense at all.
Let's shake it
Let's
up
begin the
right
reform.
now.
Let's open up the door. Let's shake it up.
Hello there, and welcome to the Creative Shake-Up podcast. I'd like to begin with a message of gratitude and expansion. Expansion not just of this platform, not just of the Creative Shake-Up podcast, but so much more. And I say not just. I'm more than happy with expansion here. We are, and I would predict when this particular episode airs, we will be over 1,000 subscribers. And the response has been incredible. So much more to share. So check out previous episodes. Watch out for upcoming episodes. You know what to do, and join. I am 100% sure of this at time of recording. This is the beginning of April at time of recording. When this particular episode goes out, I think we're moving into May if memory serves me correctly. But either way, I know that the subscribers are growing and the audience is growing and the response is growing and expanding. Very, very grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Keep commenting, keep liking, keep sharing and subscribing. And I guarantee, as we're doing what we're doing together, expanding together, that's the idea. So much content of value, really, really is, from a deep level emotional place. And how we can live a fuller, broader, wider, expansive life. There's no guilt in that. There's no shame in that. We all at times have trapped feelings, but we can move beyond those. So with the band today, the Rockateurs, amazing. Mara, Michael, Rob and Jimmy. Trudy, the manager. Now, we've already recorded the episode, so I know what's coming. And it's brilliant, just the relaxed, refreshed nature of the band Rockateurs. Many that I've already mentioned, individuals. It's not just music that we're sharing here, even though that's fine within itself. It's more, it's broader, it's wider, it's more expansive. It's diverse in the fullest sense of that word. Also, though, it has at its core, every single episode, human inspiration and very grounded. The Rockateurs are brilliant. Absolutely love them. Love the discussion, love the energy, love the fact that this aligns as well. There's going to be more coming from the Rockateurs. And it's this feeling of going beyond thoughts of limitation. There is a tendency, isn't there, at times in society, in the system, to try to nullify and bring down. Within the Creative Shake-Up podcast, we're not accentuating one particular area, one particular thing. That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. So I wanted just to share that message with you before we begin, of expansion and gratitude for that expansion. You are part of the expansion. Fact. So enjoy now, and the last word will be given to the Rockateurs. Really, really looking forward to this. So enjoy and join with me. Comment, like, subscribe, click on the notify bell. Look forward to sharing more with you. But join with me now as we enjoy together the Rockateurs. You have some shy band members. They don't
no,
want to.
we're not shy at all.
No, I know. It was firmly tongue in cheek. Firmly tongue in cheek. The Rockateurs, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm going to go for it. Mara, Michael, Jimmy and Rob.
That's the ones.
That's it.
That's it, correct.
I'm taking the rest of the night off now, so it's over to you. It's over to you. So here we are. Great name, by the way.
Rockateurs.
Yeah.
Chosen by our manager.
That's also in the room with us.
Right. So is that 5 of you? I'm assuming one of the band members is not the manager.
Correct.
No, so it's 4 of us and our manager Trudy. That is
Trudy, who I got the email from. Right, of course. Hello, Trudy. Hello, and the Rockateurs. Right, let's begin. Hello. Brilliant. I think that was a hand and not a leg.
Yes, it was a hand.
It was a hand. Yeah.
Can you begin then, please, Mara, with introducing a little bit about you while we're waiting for the others? And then if you can each individually introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Absolutely. So, hello, my name
Hello.
is Mara. I am the lead singer for the Rockateurs. I have been with the Rockateurs for about a year and a bit. So I wasn't the original singer of the Rockateurs, so I started with another singer. But since then I've joined and we've gone from sort of brilliant, but I would say so. We've gone from a little bit of start, and now we are stepping up and progressing. I'm originally from Portugal, so that adds a little bit of spice to the mix.
Lovely.
I would say so. So I bring a lot of different influences. So we all from different ages. So I bring a lot of different influences to the band. My favorite bands are sort of the early 2000s, late 90s. So a lot of Evanescence, Nightwish, My Chemical Romance. But I do like other bands such as Sentenced and AC/DC, Metallica. Wow. So there's a broad range of influences that sort of brings and helps to bring our sound together.
Yeah. And I know we'll be talking about your music, but it's predominantly original music?
It's all original music. Yeah.
Wow. Not even predominantly then. Drop the predominantly. It's all. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. So our friend at the back, are you the drummer?
I am the drummer, yeah.
So you're kind of you're in the right position then.
Yeah. I'll start anytime now.
Brilliant. Introduce yourself, friend, and tell us a bit about yourself, please.
Hi there, I'm Rob. I'm the drummer with the Rockateurs. I've been with the band from the start. There was me and Michael who started it with another 2 band members. And one of the original players, the bass player, was actually Michael's brother. He's since left the band. A bit of friction between brothers, as usual, you know. So we've now got a bass player that, he turns up sometimes, you know, to rehearsals. But he's always there at the gig night, which is good.
That's important. That's important.
It is important.
So how long have you been playing, Rob?
Well, I'm very old and I've been playing a long time, but in a band, only about 10 years or so. Only. Yes,
I get you. There are people that have obviously played longer, but that's a good period of time. So we have drummer Rob, singer Mara.
And we've got guitar, Michael guitar.
Is Michael coming in?
Oh, this way. He is. Of course he is.
He's coming round as we speak.
There you go.
Yay, Michael, lovely to see you.
All right.
How are you doing?
Not bad.
Good stuff. So tell us a bit about yourself. You're obviously with the original lineup. There's been a couple of changes by the sounds of it.
Yeah, when we started, we were going to be mainly covers, wasn't it?
Yeah,
cover band at first, and then there was like it is in music anyway. You get a bit of musical differences, and people change their mind about if they want to play things, and then they left, and then we started to look at how we were playing and thinking, well, why don't we do originals? And a couple of things came out, and what was it? The best one we've done is Hold My Hand, I think. Mm. The writing on that is a little bit different to what we did before, so we changed direction a tiny bit from what we were, because we are an alternative rock stroke metal band. Yeah. But people say they can't put us in that, a pigeonhole to say what we sound like, because each song is different in its own way.
I've heard you, and and fantastic sound, brilliant sound, and as a singer-songwriter myself, I do get a little. I'm expressing me, not you. I do get a little tired of the constant question of what type of music is it. I feel a collective nodding. So I think that's good that you're not pigeonholed, to be fair, and I think that's great. And I've listened to the vibe of you when I've heard you a couple of times now, and it's great to hear a refreshing sound. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the way I describe it. So is Jimmy on his way? Is he?
I think he's on his way.
He's on his way.
I think he's
here we go.
So, right, perfectly. Look at that. So it's almost like it's meant to be, isn't it? It's all falling into place.
I'll give you my influences, Ray.
Please, yes, please. Thank you, Michael. Yeah. So we now have Jimmy. We'll come to you in a minute, Jimmy.
I'll sit down on the floor if you want. Do you want to sit on the floor then? Come into view, Jimmy. So you've changed the arrangement around a bit. So we've got Jimmy, we've got Rob, we've got Michael, and we've got Mara at the front. You're so organised, aren't you?
Well, sort of.
Yeah. So, go on, please, Michael.
From Pink Floyd, because Dave Gilmour's one of my favourite guitarists, all the way through to Def Leppard, Steve Clark. I loved his playing. Sorely missed, but you've also got a bit of Rammstein in there, because I like the heavy guitar riffs and the stop-start guitar riffs, so it's very like industrial style. And I've got other bands that I like. There's quite a few actually. Metallica, old school, Queensryche. I like Queensryche from a long time ago. And the newest ones are Electric Callboy, because I like the industrial with the dance music over the top of it. But I threw everything together from my early influences like Pink Floyd, Rammstein, Def Leppard, and that's what my style is really. I can still do fast leads and soulful leads, but I like the rhythm side a bit more.
Melodic as well. Melodic is what I remember from every aspect of yourselves. And tight, very, very tight. You obviously play together a lot and rehearse together a lot, because the sound is, very, very together. Is very together. So, Jimmy, we don't want to leave you out. Tell us a little bit. I've got your name. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your place in the Rockateurs.
Well, I play the bass, really. That's about it. Yeah. The last one. But, yeah.
The youngest one.
Yeah.
The youngest one.
How long have you been in the band, Jimmy?
Just over a year, I think.
Right. So there's this kind of commonality of a little bit of around about a year with the structure of yourselves.
Mm-hmm. So the Rockateurs started early 2023.
Right.
With the original lineup. So there was Michael, Rob, and the other bass player. There was Michael Brother and the other singer. Again, like Michael mentioned, different sort of artistic direction. They've left the band, I rejoined, and then Mark left the band as well, so the previous bass player, and Jimmy joined us after a long search for a bass player, I would say. So it took us a little while to find Jimmy, but there we go. It took us a little while to find somebody that's special to join us.
Nice.
We don't just allow anybody to come and join us, but yeah, it's been And since I think this lineup has been together since about a year, just over, I think it was January 24. And 24 has been an unpredictable year. To get to know each other, to learn our sounds, to perfect our sound, to go through roughly 11 originals that we have got at the minute. And I think 2025 is just sort of, even though it's April, it started really well. And
the year's gone amazingly, isn't it? So time of recording is April. We're going to be sharing this through the Creative Shake-Up podcast, May. And we're going to come to that in a moment in terms of what's happening for you. So all of those 11 original songs, are they written together under the current guise of the Rockateurs? So all of you, the songs are from the lineup you have now?
So the songs are from our lineup, yes. There might be some sort of guitar, I would say, or bass lines that were previously used, but have been since then adapted by Jimmy and modified by Jimmy as well. So he brought his own little sort of self into the songs, but it's all us. So we do have, unfortunately, a lot of, we are very talented people, I would say. So writing 11 originals.
I love that. Yeah, totally.
And it's all us. We do it all, and Trudy chips in as well. So Trudy wrote some of our melodies and supported melodies and lyrics as well. So we've got a lot of it's all us. It's all Rockateurs. So it's we don't have anybody writing for us. We don't have anybody writing lyrics for us. So we do it all in between ourselves, and we have creative discussions. So it's not arguments, it's creative discussions to ensure and to make sure that this sound goes where we want it to go. Because I think initially when we first started, we were sort of considered a bit of more like goth metal, so trying to bring that. And like Michael said, I think we're looking more at an alternative scene with a mixture of a lot of great riffs, bass and guitar and melodic songs. That we could consider potentially bringing over the new metal, if you want to call it like that, so the new wave of metal, of rock metal. So yeah, I think that's where we see ourselves going.
I genuinely have no desire to label you or identify you at all. At all. I don't have any at all, but I understand sometimes that does make it easier for other people. And
I think the best thing we've heard is, and this for some bands, I think the best thing we've heard is that we are unique.
Yeah.
And when someone says you've got a unique sound, I think that's the best we can hear, really.
That's what I heard. Go on, Michael.
When we're writing, it's a collaboration with everybody. We all have a throw a bit in, but then Trudy will come up with something, or she'll hear something and she'll say that might change that a little bit.
Yeah.
And she does write. She's wrote quite a few of the lyrics to the songs, and we all work together. We are one unit, and she's really good at what she does. She keeps us in tow anyway.
Fantastic. So I want to talk just briefly about that before we go into the possibilities of the future, because I think we've already covered a little bit of you coming together. Before I go into what's happening for you now, and perhaps we're focusing also a little bit around May, June, because that's when this podcast is going to be shared. Jimmy, tell me about your bass influences. Do you have any particular favourite bass players? It's one of my favourite instruments, by the way, bass. I love bass.
Probably like Cliff Burton. I'd be one of the biggest influences. Got Steve Harris as well, from Iron Maiden. Pretty a bit of all sorts, really. In fact, I listen to lots of different music, so it kind of all draws from a bit from everywhere, really.
Fantastic. And how did you find it with you creating your own identity as a bass player? Because Mara touched on that you put your own expression into certain things.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
You try and do what sounds best, really.
Great answer. That's a great answer. Yeah. Yeah.
stand there and plod away, and everyone seems to like it. So yeah.
Brilliant. I tell you, the feeling I'm getting is the sum of the parts, or the whole is greater than the individual parts. I can't remember the phrase, but you know what I'm saying? This cohesive unit, and that's what you sound like. Because notoriously, I'm not getting controversial. Bands, it is a challenge.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, isn't it? You know, those creative discussions that you have, Mara, as you said. But I feel a real gelling, a real unity in that sound you mentioned, Jimmy, that, you know, you're looking for what sounds the best. So that's fantastic. So talk to us about, because I know I'm aware of you in Blackpool because I'm in Blackpool currently. But talk to us a bit about what's going on for you now, to some degree, what are the plans? Because I know you're gigging and performing. Yeah, tell us about that, please.
Yeah, we are. So we had a couple of gigs already this year. So the first one was at the Subway. It was an all-female lineup. It was an absolute amazing gig. We gigged with Another Thursday in Neon Oracle. We gigged just this weekend at Alt 3 on the 29th with Rex, with support from special guests Rex. At the moment, we have got a bit of a pause until our next gig. So our guitarist here in the back is doing a DJ set as well, where we will be supporting in June at Alt 3. And then we have got another gig at the end on the 27th of June at Alt 3 as well. And then we're performing actually at the Rebellion in August. We're basically opening the Rebellion Festival at Alt 3.
The Fringe Festival.
At the Fringe Festival.
Excellent.
On the 6th of August. And then we have got September and October at the Sub as well. In between, we have got sort of in contact with other people and potential promoters to see if there are other gigs. We're trying to expand outside of Blackpool
Excellent.
as well.
Excellent.
And try and sort of Preston and other places like that. We understand it's a very competitive sort of panorama out there and an area, but a lot of bars and pubs also search for cover bands, and we want to show the world, and we want to show not only Blackpool but outside of Blackpool our talent, our originals, our sound, our unique sound. That's what we want to show.
And I'm very sorry. That was a gesture that almost suggested to you that I'm going to say something. Yeah, and I was. I want to say now in the recording, for those that are with us, head to the description, because share with us all of the dates, any links, and also do that on an ongoing process. So this YouTube video will be in perpetuity, infinitely. So as you get new dates, message them to me, and I will add them into the description.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So what I'm basically saying to our audience is, if you're watching this in February 2026, head to the description. Yeah, because it's just another means. And I know with the YouTube audience that I'm growing, there's more people coming. So it's another means for you to reach out to the people you want to reach out to. I'm actually making an exclusive with you. I'm sharing an exclusive with you now. I'm moving out of the Blackpool area and moving into Manchester.
Oh.
With purpose, and there are some personal reasons, but with purpose, because I want to reach out to a community that's as wide as possible. And I also mean worldwide as well, which is happening. So for yourselves, again, we'll keep that line of communication open. If there's anywhere I come across that I think that could serve you, could serve others, I'll put that across to you. And you never know, that might end up in the description too. Okay.
We appreciate that. Thank you
Not
very
a problem.
much.
I think you're brilliant. I think your sound is amazing. So I've got a burning question. Maybe, in no particular order, Rob, any plans of... Have you got music released?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Good answer. Have you got plans for that in the future?
We do. So we have got a link on YouTube for
Yeah.
our first original song that was recorded. That's Femme
Excellent.
Fatale. So that's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's not yet on Spotify. There is the rock ballad we have got, Hold My Hand. It's in sort of halfway through production. And we're just sort of waiting potentially to record a couple of demos so we can release our music on Spotify and other platforms so people can share part of the experience that we share, and hopefully they can feel a bit of what we feel when we perform our songs.
Again, when that happens, it's a message. That's all. It's so easy, isn't it? Really, and it's something I'm actually developing because I kind of think this YouTube is gonna, the discussion with you is going to be there for a long time. So you've got an opportunity for the thread within the description for people to look at that, find your music, etc. as you're expanding with what you're doing. So great opportunity. All of you, let's start with Jimmy, then Rob, then Michael, and then yourself, Mara. What are your feelings on vinyl? Let's start with Jimmy. Have you got any thoughts on the potential in the future of maybe having music on vinyl?
I've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Fantastic. What about yourself, Rob?
Well, the music industry went away from vinyl, then they come back to it because of the warmth of the sound.
Yeah.
Now it's all about atmosphere and sounding good. So yeah, I'm all for vinyl. It used to annoy me when I was younger though, because I used to get all the scratches and have to take them back.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
The quality of the sound is different and it's a lot better.
Excellent. Michael?
I'm definitely for it because having vinyl, you've got something physical.
Yeah.
Like we used to have with CDs, now it's all digital.
Yeah.
Having vinyl sounds amazing anyway. But having that, you can even have picture discs on them and everything. So that just gives it even more. And that's something you can keep.
Yeah.
And it's just I'd love to do that. So that's something we'd have to look
Got on the Rob's face, isn't
it?
Mara?
I think it's something that we have considered, and I think it would be great to sort of immortalize Rockateurs and who we are, and I'd love for in many years from now to be able to somebody to grab from my family to grab that vinyl and to grab that sort of recording and go, oh, that's my grandmother, or that's my mum, or that's and just to look at it and still have that quality of sound and enjoy that. Legacy. So absolutely, it's legacy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Immortalized in not as many different ways as possible, and fantastic. I've had the privilege of performing in a couple of HMVs, and Blackpool, of course, was one of those. Bury, and most recently, at time of recording, in Manchester Arndale, and with Dexter, who I know you know. Dexter's performed with yourselves. And it was amazing just looking around the record store. And my memories, a bit like yourself, Rob, are of vinyl. And I think it's a beautiful thought. And I'm so pleased to hear you say that in terms of all of your goals and aims and what you desire to do. And I'll say again, the dates that you mentioned, June, August, September, and I think there'll be others as well, will be in the description and will be added to over time.
Brilliant. Thank you.
To be fair, it takes seconds. So I think for the sake of that, keep messaging me if that's okay. And or Trudy, time for Trudy to kind of wave a hand out if that's okay, just so we know that.
I think she just emailed the posters.
This is what? During
efficiency.
Wow. This is amazing. So what are some of your, if you could have a thought of a philosophy, a Rockateurs collective philosophy, what's your vision? What's your purpose? What's your why, your desire with those that are listening? collectively, but perhaps individually as well?
The Rockateurs writes about our own experiences. We write about love and loss. We write about happiness and sadness. And we write our words, our lyrics, our melodies. We want to believe that it appeals to the public. And when I'm singing, I want people to feel as I feel and to transmit that and be able to express myself through music, express myself with brilliant musicians behind me. It's been something that I've always wanted to be. It was a dream as a child. And now I am able to do that and able to do my own music. What is even more important, collectively, we want to show people out there, we want to show the world what we can do and what a bunch of talented people we are. Singing songs that might not appeal to everyone because we are very niche, very particular, but that by capturing the right audience, they will be able to connect with us. And not only to connect to the music, but connect to the real people, who we are. It's who we are. And I think if there's anything that we can say about the Rockateurs is we write music that shows who we are.
Fantastic. That's real, isn't it? Has anyone got anything they want to add to that? They're being, generally, Mara, they're being very well behaved at the back.
Oh, they're always like,
Rob's going, shh. But I love the positivity as well. We live in a world and a society at times, and it is a bit of a British thing, I can say this, which is to understate. And at times, I'm expressing myself, I grow a little weary and tired of it because I understand it, but I think it's totally right to acknowledge your own abilities. And I look at, say, me, for example, I know what I'm not good at. There's tons of stuff I'm not good at, but there's also tons of stuff I'm good at too. And so I'm confident about both those sides. So I don't hear anything you're saying as anything other than personally very refreshing again. So that's the vibe I'm getting as being with you.
We put a lot of work into it. We put work during practices, but we put work outside as well. Before I joined the Rockateurs, I never thought I'm going to go and have singing lessons, and it's been an amazing thing that since it grown my sound, grown my voice. It's the only instrument I've got. I don't play any other instrument, and we put a lot into it, and we talk mostly every day, don't we? And message each other, and there's a lot of banter and, like I said, creative discussions as well. But it makes us go in the right track and to achieve what we want to achieve.
And what do you want to achieve?
As I've said, just want to share with the world our passion, our sounds and uniqueness, I would say so.
And have some fun on the way.
Have fun,
nice,
have fun.
Nice. Do you think there's a possibility, because of course we're beginning where we are in the town you're currently in, but you're also talking about visiting other places in the northwest and beyond. What about other countries?
Well, I mean, I could take the sounds over to Portugal. We have got fans in Portugal, so I don't see why not. We couldn't think about that.
Rob's really smiling. I think we're onto something there. Brilliant. Oh, fantastic. So, perhaps a parting message from each of you individually. And I know the links will be in the description. Trude's already on that. The emails already arrived, I've no doubt. So starting perhaps again with Jimmy, working across and concluding with yourself, Mara. A message of positive thought to share with those that are with us. An individual Rockateurs message. So Jimmy, without putting you on the spot.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah.
Just enjoy everything, really, and listen to the Rockateurs when we put music out.
Boom. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Enjoy everything. Love it. Rob.
Music makes memories. Let us be part of yours.
Aww, the voice of reason.
Can I actually hear Trudy writing that down now? I think that's really good. Music makes memories. Let us be part of yours. Brilliant. Michael.
Just enjoy yourself. Life's there for enjoying.
Yeah.
I know we're all the way the world is. Just enjoy yourself.
That's great. I love that. Thank you, Mara.
Personal message: believe in yourself. It's never too late. And don't let anyone ever tell you can't do it. And more than anything, we are Rockateurs, but you guys are all Rockateurs.